Hey, this is Russell, and today I'm going to talk about translating words. But first, what is a word? A word is a distinct, meaningful unit of speech or writing, which you can find in combination with other words to form a sentence, or which you sometimes find alone. Each word in a language forms part of the collective mind of the speakers of that language. So for example, if I say elephant, you probably also have an image that is similar to my elephant in my head, according to my experiences and your experiences. Let's pick the word bird, which is represented by this feathered and winged vertebrate in the whole English-speaking world. Whether you go to Canada, the US, the UK, or all the way to Australia and New Zealand, this bird is represented the same way into the collective mind of English speakers. And the word bird has a whole story to tell. You can, for example, say, as free as a bird, birds of a feather flock together, an early bird, or early bird registration, kill two birds with one stone, give someone the bird. So there's a whole story behind this English bird. But when you translate it into French, you will get the oiseau, but it has a whole other concert associated with it. In French, you won't translate all these birds to oiseau in the respective expressions that I just mentioned. Another visual association is often made to convey the same story. So, the imagery that is referred to changes drastically when translating from one language into the other. Going back to the English expressions that I already mentioned, we have as free as a bird, which becomes libre comme l'air. So from an English bird, we move on to as free as air, basically. Then, birds of a feather flock together, qui se ressemblent s'assemblent, and there's a wordplay here with resemblance. No feathers or birds are involved whatsoever. Then, an early bird, un lève tôt, which describes exactly what an early bird is, but with a verb. Then if you say early bird registration, for example, it will be translated into une inscription hâtive ou anticipée. So the early bird is rendered into an adjective here. Furthermore, we had kill two birds with one stone. Donc faire d'une pierre deux coups. Here you hit something twice with one stone and no birds are killed. Then finally, give someone the bird. Faire le doigt d'honneur. So in French, you point your finger of honor instead of the bird here. So let's break these examples down into a practical piece of advice. When you are going to learn a word, you don't want to translate this word. The thing you want to do is discovering the story behind this word. To be able to tell the story of the new word you're learning, you have to look it up. You have to know and you have to feel what this word contains, what meanings it carries. And you can do this by looking your word up on Google Images. You can also look them up in a monolingual dictionary, which explains all the definitions that your new word has. So, to become fluent in your new tongue, you want to think in this new language, and you want to think of the words instead of the translation. You want to think about the images and the meaning that your words convey. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this was useful for your language learning, and let me know your comments, and thank you very much.